Some Quints aren't thrilled about seeing Santa on OutDaughtered exclusive. Adam and Danielle Busby are getting ready to celebrate the holidays with their 6 daughters on OutDaughtered. Last year, while trying to capture the perfect Christmas photo, a few of the Quints were fussy and scared, so Adam and Danielle are hoping things go more smoothly this year. But in this exclusive new clip of OutDaughtered, the Busby Quints visit Santa, and it doesn't look like much has changed. The clip opens with Adam and Danielle joining their families for a holiday photo with Santa. The Quints Olivia Marie, Ava Lane, Hazel Grace, Parker Kate, and Riley Page and their older sister Blake are wearing adorable Christmas dresses and hair bows, matching the rest of the family's red plaid holiday theme. "It's my favorite time of year. It's Christmas," says Danielle. "We've had a rough month or so, but we're with my mom and my sisters and our families. And we're getting Santa photos." Danielle recalls last year's photo, where a few of the Quints were so scared of Santa that they squirmed and cried in fear. "I was so scared," says Hazel Grace, as they cut to a scene from last year where she saw Santa and screamed to get away. Adam tells the rest of the family that the Quints have seen Santa a few times this holiday season, so he thinks they'll be comfortable enough to take a composed picture this time. Things have been pretty chaotic for the Busbys. After one of their Quints fell ill with a chronic cough, the family found out that they had a serious mold problem and rushed to move out and find a temporary place to live. Because they've been so busy jumping around houses, the Busbys are working on making the holidays extra special for the kids. "With the mold and the move, things have been stressful lately," says Danielle. "So all I want is to have a perfect Christmas for the kids, and I'm very optimistic that we can make that happen." But with all the chaos of the move, Adam and Danielle don't have much time left to shop or decorate for the holidays. Adam tells his brother-in-law that they've managed to get a tree, but haven't had any time to decorate it. "The move put us way behind for Christmas, so that leaves us with like 9 days or so to get it all squared away," says Adam. Danielle adds that they have the Quints Christmas play coming up and tons of holiday shopping to do, so they've decided to skip out on their family's annual Christmas get-together and spend their holiday at home. At the end of the clip, the Quints finally make it into the room with Santa, and just like last year, Hazel sprouts tears in her eyes as she hesitantly inches toward Santa. You'll get to see how the entire holiday photo session went down in the upcoming episode of OutDaughtered, which airs on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC. OutDaughtered grown-up Hazel Busby models tween fashions. OutDaughtered star Danielle Busby absolutely loves running the Grayson B boutique. For years, fans have loved following the shop online and keeping up with the latest offerings and fashions. Now, it seems that Danielle has opted to add new tween apparel. And who better to model the clothes than her daughter Hazel Busby? It's not at all uncommon for Danielle to use her family members in promotions for the store. And fans think it's an absolutely perfect setup. Fans loved seeing the little girl strike a pose and model the new clothes. Keep reading to get the scoop and see why Hazel Busby might just have a modeling career in her future. Hazel Busby strikes a pose, models new line for the family store. Danielle Busby loves dressing her girls in the latest fashions. Of course, all her daughters have modeled apparel for Grayson B in the past. Danielle Busby turned her passion into a successful career. Everyone has different energy levels, which is fine because productivity isn't a competition. But if it was, I'm thinking Danielle Busby might win. Scratch that I think Danielle Busby would win at life, no matter the contest. Case in point, Danielle Busby works in and outside of the home, juggling her responsibilities as a parent with her fitness-inspired business. Get ready to feel guilty about being tired forever and ever, folks. Danielle and Adam Busby are the parents of 6 daughters, 5 of whom are Quintuplets, as well as the stars of the TLC series, OutDaughtered. When Danielle isn't busy with filming her national reality series or tending to her 6 daughters, Blake, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, she is actively working. Working more, I mean, since the 2 things I already mentioned are plenty of work for any person on the planet. Per TLC's bio for Danielle, she works as an independent beauty consultant, but it's possible she doesn't do this anymore. And if her LinkedIn profile is up to date, she also works as a project coordinator team lead in the couple's hometown of Houston, Texas. What is clear? Danielle is eager to turn her passion for fitness into a full-time career. She and Adam are reportedly in charge of an indoor and Texas-based cycling studio called Rush Cycle, which is a part of a larger franchise. We're going into it with two other couples who are great business people but also great friends of ours, Danielle told Style Blueprint in January 2017. I'm just excited. I think it's going to do well in our area. I look at nothing but greatness because failure is not an option. Danielle is also busy keeping up with her blog on the family website. It's a buzz world, where she shares parenting tips and anecdotes about her daughters. But just when you thought Danielle couldn't get any busier, it turns out she is a clothing designer too. Back in April, Danielle went into business with her two sisters, Crystal Mills and Ashley Mowbray, to launch a line of activewear for women called Cotty Fitness. This line of t-shirts, leggings, sports bras, and tank tops aim to inspire women to feel comfortable in their own skin, as per the website. Items sell in the $20 to $90 range and obviously fit in well with Danielle's long-touted commitment to fitness. It goes without saying, but just because Danielle is a devoted mom to her daughters, it doesn't mean she can't be an ambitious woman with dreams of her own. And it's totally okay for her to enjoy a night with her husband Adam every once in a while. In fact, the busy mom recently shut down critics who called the couple selfish for prioritizing date nights once a week, stating, according to Good Housekeeping, "It's something we have done literally since we had Blake, and we get hit in a negative way, which is so strange. Just because we have our kids doesn't mean that we should not go out and have time together." Sure, Danielle Busby's life might seem like a whirlwind to the rest of the world, but it appears to be a fulfilling life she enjoys. And if that's not impressive, I'm not sure what is. It's pure chaos during the Busby Quints' first sleepover on OutDaughtered. Every Tuesday on TLC, Adam and Danielle Busby deal with being outdaughtered by all 6 of their little ones. In this exclusive clip from an upcoming episode, they enlist additional forces and still find themselves overwhelmed. That's because the Busby Quints' first sleepover on OutDaughtered is going to be a hectic situation no matter how many hands are on deck. The clip opens with a cascade of small children emerging from the family car with sleeping bags in hand. As it turns out, there's a mold issue in the Busby homestead, so they'll have to stay with Aunt Crystal and Uncle Dale until it gets sorted out. It sounds like a simple solution, but the reality is a lot more complicated. In a confessional, Danielle expresses some trepidation over the temporary relocation. "I'm a little bit worried about the Quints, because they're so hard to handle these days," she says. "But right now, they're really just excited about a sleepover, so I'm going to stay optimistic." Dale's stress levels are on high from the minute the army of toddlers arrives. He is alarmed by the amount of stuff the Busbys have brought with them, as well as how long they'll be staying. He was under the impression this was just for one night. It is not. Danielle gets it. She knows it's a huge undertaking to have 8 Busbys in their house, when they're certainly not used to having that many around normally. Dale is already worried about having enough food to feed everyone, but that's not the only dilemma to emerge. When Crystal tries to get the kids onto the couch, she is met with screeching refusals and the crashing of lamps. All of the children are crawling all over each other in an indistinguishable mass. "I'm already stressed out," Dale concludes. Dale thinks Crystal is being a little unrealistic about how the sleepover is going to go. She's staying as positive as her sister Danielle, but Dale doesn't expect this to be all rainbows and smiles. "They're dangerous when they're together, honestly," he says. The Busbys may be worried about how they'll get through this, but it's starting to seem like Dale might be the first one to crack under the pressure. While Crystal desperately tries to fit all 4,000 sleeping bags into the guest space, Danielle mentally prepares for the shenanigans that will soon be afoot. Her plan is to get the kids into their jammies and prepare them for bed in the hopes that they'll be so tuckered out they go right to sleep. Dale immediately undermines this by sneaking candy with Hazel and his son. When Crystal finds out, she is appalled. "Sugar at bedtime? No, ma'am. Your first sleepover is a special time where you learn about how uncomfortable it is to sleep on the floor, as well as how thrilling it is to create a ruckus long after bedtime." It seems like the Busby Quints make the most of that experience, though fans will have to check out the whole episode to see if the grown-ups manage to have just as much fun. The Busbys take Parker to see a doctor for her anxiety on OutDaughtered. With 6 daughters, including their adorable all-girl quintuplets Adam and Danielle Busby, sure have their hands full. As documented in their TLC reality series OutDaughtered, the couple is very attentive to each and every one of their kids, especially Parker, who is the shyest one of the Quints. In this exclusive clip for the upcoming episode of OutDaughtered, Parker sees a doctor about her anxiety, and her parents are right there by her side. In last week's episode, during a Christmas performance in which the Quints take the stage to sing Jingle Bells, Parker breaks out into tears. While the rest of her sisters sing and jingle along with the bells on their wrist, Parker initially stands quietly in the corner. But midway through the song, she begins to get upset and eventually starts crying. It's heartbreaking to see Parker crying on stage, Adam says in the episode. I just want to run up there and hold her. It just seems like all the girls are taking this huge step forward, and Parker's just going the other direction. I'm just worried that his may be more than just stage fright. In this exclusive preview for July 16th episode, Adam and Danielle take Parker to get evaluated by Dr. Susan, an occupational therapist. I'm glad that we're taking this step, and I'm hoping that we just come away with it with a better understanding of how we can help her, says Adam. As Danielle brushes Parker's hair, she tells her that she'll be going to see a new doctor who'll be asking her some questions. She comforts Parker by telling her that she and Adam will be with her the whole time. You know, this appointment is for us as well, Adam admits. Well, Danielle and I have sort of been on opposite sides of this. So it will be good to see someone so that they can guide us through it. Upon entering the doctor's office, which looks more like an awesome playroom than an office, Susan introduces herself to Parker, who is reluctant to shake her hand. Parker hates new things and being in the spotlight, and here we are dropping her into this situation where it's all about her. Danielle narrates over the clip. It kind of feels backwards. Susan explains that she's an occupational therapist whose goal is to help kids participate in life and play, because that's one of the ways they can develop and grow. Danielle tells the Susan that at times, Parker can be completely fine, but then she'll start freaking out and crying randomly. The doctor tells Danielle that through therapy they're going to try and figure out why it happens. As she plays with Parker, Susan notices how reserved the little girl's is. Parker is sweet, she explains. You can tell she is shy. When I would ask her questions, she really didn't respond. She would look towards her parents. I was trying to get her to play and get her comfortable, so I could see what's going on with her and why she was shutting down. Anxiety is not an easy issue for anyone to handle, let alone a child. But hopefully, with the help of her new therapist and the love and support she has from her parents, Parker will open up and talk about her feelings and eventually learn to manage and overcome the fear she experiences. If you're in need of something cute, watch the Busby Quints do yoga. The Busby Quintuplets have gotten up to all manner of adorable adventures on TLC's OutDaughtered. Fans have watched them play and learn, celebrate holidays, and sneak snacks with Uncle Dale. But they're about to level up the cute in this exclusive clip from Season 5, which airs every Tuesday on TLC. When you see the Busby Quints do yoga on OutDaughtered, you're not going to believe just how precious it is. The clip opens with Danielle and Adam leading their girls, all 5 Quints plus older sister Blake, into the yoga studio where they'll be having their very first family yoga session. In a quick cut to the confessional, Danielle explains that they've been helping one of the girls, Parker, work through her anxiety lately with the help of an occupational therapist. The OT recommended trying yoga to help with Parker's relaxation and confidence, but Danielle and Adam thought it might help all their children. In fact, the whole family gets in on the fun because Uncle Dale and Aunt Crystal arrive shortly, too. Though this is for Parker, we really think that all the kids could benefit from some focus, Danielle says. The girls are game, but it takes a little while for everyone to get into yoga mode. Each one of the Busbys is arrayed on their own yoga mat while the instructor Christina tells them to take a deep breath. The first move proves to be a problem right away. Christina directs the class to lift up one leg while in a seated position and hold it like a baby. Dale and Adam struggle with a lack of flexibility, can relate, but the kids are utterly confounded. Despite encouragement from all the adults on hand, the Quints seem to think someone is playing a trick here. Hold their leg like a baby and rock it? What kind of grown-up nonsense is this? Adam worries that the class is perhaps slightly advanced for 3-year-olds, but Parker takes to yoga relatively quickly. She's the first of the Quints to adopt the leg pose, and she cycles through all the rest of them with ease. She does bridges, downward dogs, upward-facing dogs, all of it. I half expected her to step to the front of the room and start teaching the class. She's a total natural, which impresses her parents, as well as her aunt. Adam dubs Parker the MVP of the class, while Danielle and Crystal are surprised and pleased by the fact that she's landing every move. Usually when Parker will do something new, she wants her sisters to do it first, Danielle says in the confessional. But this time Parker took the lead, which was pretty cool to see. The rest of the girls follow. They tackle star poses and turn themselves into trees. They crawl around the studio and try out new stretches. It seems like kid yoga was a success for the Busbys, giving them the focus and relaxation Danielle hoped it would. And it doesn't hurt that it was super cute to watch, too. Adam Busby is the ultimate multitasker when it comes to his career. It's no secret OutDaughtered stars Adam Busby and Danielle Busby have a lot of expenses given they're raising 6 kids. And although the two earn a lot of their income from reality TV, some fans have questions about whether Adam Busby works to help cover the costs of raising a large family. As it turns out, Adam wears many different professional hats. In addition to sharing parenting duties with Danielle, the two are parents to 4-year-old quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, Parker, and 8-year-old Blake. Adam does hold down a full-time job. So, what does Adam do? Well, he served as a key account manager for Intrinsic Solutions Sprint Safety in Houston, Texas, a position he held for 12 years before leaving the company in July 2018, according to his personal LinkedIn page. Of course, I gotta give Adam props for working a full-time job while fathering a small army, even if it's an adorable one. But wait, that's not the only moneymaker for this graduate of Sam Houston High School in San Antonio, Texas. Ever the health-conscious couple, Adam and Danielle opened a fitness studio, along with some partners, as an investment. The duo's business venture makes perfect sense considering these guys are going to need the big bucks for college tuition and 6 weddings. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. In terms of finances, it sounds like Adam and Danielle have everything all figured out. A big piece of their secure financial situation comes from TLC, with the two possibly making $25,000 to $40,000 per episode, according to Good Housekeeping. And it doesn't look like the reality TV train will pull into the station anytime soon because the series just wrapped an action-packed 4th season. Adam and Danielle have side businesses from the show, with the couple running an Amazon shop called It's a Buzz World and online clothing store Buzz World, according to Yahoo. The dad of 6 also runs Adam Busby Media, a venture I assume is somehow related to his sweet kiddos. Speaking of the Quints, Adam is very active on YouTube, regularly sharing updates about the girls' lives. But did he quit his full-time for YouTube? The answer is no. It gives me a little more time to do YouTube, but I didn't quit my job for YouTube, he tweeted in October 2018. YouTube is only a small thing that I do. Money isn't everything, of course, but it does play a big role in Adam's life. After all, who can forget the hilarious episode in Season 2 in which Adam and Danielle sat down with a financial planner? With everyone practically choking, it was revealed that it will cost $2 million to send the Busby kids to college, according to Inquisitor. On that note, hats off to Adam and Danielle for working so hard to provide for their gaggle of 6 kids. They deserve all of the success that comes their way, no matter what job they're working. OutDaughtered, star Danielle Busby shuts down pregnancy rumors. That's impossible. OutDaughtered star Danielle Busby shut down pregnancy rumors after teasing a big secret with husband Adam Busby on Wednesday, December 1st. The most guest response to what the secret is that I'm pregnant again, the TLC star, 37, said after giving her hubby, 39, a moment to guess what fans were saying. I mean, I was going to say that, but it's impossible, Adam said in reference to Danielle undergoing a hysterectomy 2 years ago. The reality TV mom added with a laugh, that would straight up be a real miracle because there ain't no baby carrying organs in this body. Danielle and Adam are the proud parents of 6 girls, daughter Blake and quintuplets Hazel, Riley, Parker, Olivia, and Ava. Their family has America's only all-girl quintuplets on record. The former office manager previously opened up about her decision to get a hysterectomy in November 2019 after being diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, known as POS. I know this isn't something we haven't ever really shared or talked about, but life physically after having quintuplets has been super painful, challenging, hard, Danny explained at the time. We've discovered that, I basically have POS, which is like where cysts keep forming on my ovaries and they keep rupturing, which is just unbearable. The Louisiana native revealed that she had quite a bit of issues with her body after welcoming her multiples. The year leading up to her surgery had been at the top of the scale when it came to pain, Danielle said, adding there were some days she was not able to get out of bed. I'm so proud of my body for being able to carry the girls for 28 weeks and have 5 healthy babies who are now 4 years old, she continued. But the past 3 years have been really, really filled with a lot of physical pain within, the woman aspect of, like, my uterus and stuff. That being said, Adam told Us Weekly in May 2020 that the couple will never close the door completely on having more kids. We'll always be open-minded, the Adam Busby media creator said at the time, while Danielle noted, if adoption is something God puts in our heart and it's something we get called and led to do, we'd follow that. While Danielle admitted it would be nice to have a little boy, she acknowledged that the shop was closed.